philanthropist Lauren Sanchez.
And she's here this morning with an exclusive announcement.
Amazon's top boss, Jeff Bezos' former wife, MacKenzie Scott, she has filed for divorce second time.
22 years ago, Jeff Bezos was selling books out of his garage. The company he founded keeps growing, keeps spending, and has become an entrenched part of American life.
And Jeff Bezos became the world's richest man on Thursday with a fortune worth nearly $91.5 billion.
Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon and one of the world's richest men, has married the former journalist Lauren Sanchez in Venice.
MacKenzie Scott, the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos and one of the world's richest women, has married Dan Jewett, a Seattle science teacher.
A billionaire romance or a heartbreaking betrayal? Picture this: Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man, and Lauren Sanchez, the dazzling media star, tying the knot in a $50 million Venice wedding that stunned the globe. A yacht, A-listers, and a fairy tale kiss, until whispers of a secret letter shattered Lauren's world. She's caught on camera, trembling, on the verge of tears, as a hidden truth about Jeff's past threatens their marriage. Is this the end of another Bezos love story, or a storm Lauren can't escape? Stick around, because this scandal will leave you speechless. If you're hooked on elite secrets like this, hit that super thanks button to keep us exposing the truth. Let's dive into the chaos. The Venice wedding spectacle. June 27, 2025, Venice, Italy is transformed into a billionaire's dreamscape. San Giorgio Maggiore, a historic island, is locked down for Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's $50 million wedding. 50 water taxis glide through the canals, ferrying stars like Oprah Winfrey, Katy Perry, Kris Jenner, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Jeff's $500 million yacht, Kourou, looms like a floating empire. 6 luxury hotels are booked solid, 100 private jets clog the skies, and Usher's performance electrifies the night. Vogue's cameras capture every glittering moment, dubbing it the wedding of the century. But the shine fades fast. Protesters swarm Venice's streets, waving signs reading "Billionaires Out." Inflatable boats shaped like sharks bob in the canals, and locals fume over blocked public spaces. Social media erupts, mocking the wedding's soulless vibe. $50 million for a gray carpet that looks like an Amazon warehouse? One ex-post sneers, going viral. Guests leak humiliating details, lukewarm food, chaotic schedules, and Lauren's over-the-top floral arrangements that felt more tacky than luxurious. The podcast we're diving into calls it a star-studded disaster, a spectacle that set the stage for a scandal no one predicted. The fairy tale's hidden flaws. Lauren Sanchez walks down the aisle in a $25,000 Valentino gown, dripping in diamonds, her smile radiant under Venice's golden sun. Jeff, in a custom Armani tuxedo, plays the perfect groom, but his demeanor is distant, almost mechanical. To the world, it's a billionaire love story. The podcast paints a darker picture. This wasn't a marriage. It was a performance. Guest photos show stiff poses, forced smiles, and an eerie lack of warmth. The event feels like a corporate gala, not a celebration of love. Lauren's Instagram, once a vibrant showcase of her life, yacht trips, media appearances, Blue Origin projects, changes overnight. Pre-wedding posts vanish, replaced by 3 curated shots. Lauren surrounded by staff adjusting her gown, Jeff gazing stoically ahead, and a staged kiss on a balcony. It's giving Marie Antoinette, the podcast host quips. She wants to be royalty, but Jeff's running the show. Whispers of tension emerge, Lauren's micromanaging clashed with Jeff's control, and arguments over the wedding's excess sparked early cracks. The fairy tale was a facade, and something darker was brewing. Lauren Sanchez, the power player. Let's rewind. Lauren Sanchez didn't stumble into Jeff's orbit. A former Emmy-winning TV anchor, she built a career on charisma and hustle, co-hosting Good Day LA for 6 years while earning her helicopter pilot's license. She's a force, the podcast declares, noting her founding of Black Ops Aviation, the first female-owned aerial film company in 2016. Lauren's Hollywood connections, Kris Jenner, Katy Perry, top producers, made her a social juggernaut. When Jeff's marriage to MacKenzie Scott ended in a $39 billion divorce in 2019, Lauren stepped in not just as a partner, but as a strategist, reshaping Jeff's image from tech nerd to global icon. Her ambition was undeniable. The podcast calls her a master of reinvention, always chasing bigger stages, fame, power, influence. But her role in Jeff's divorce painted her as the other woman, a label that stuck. Her stratosphere trip with Gayle King and Katy Perry, meant to champion women, drew backlash for its excess. The Venice wedding was her chance to rewrite the narrative, to step out of MacKenzie's shadow. She thought she'd won, the host says, but Jeff's world doesn't share the spotlight. Did Lauren's ambition blind her to the risks? The secret that broke Lauren. Months after the wedding, Lauren's public presence dims. No TV appearances, no charity events, no Instagram stories. Then a bombshell. A leaked clip shows Lauren on a TV set, trembling, eyes glassy, moments from breaking down. The podcast describes it: she was about to announce a women-only space mission, but something stopped her cold. The broadcast is canceled, the footage wiped from the internet, except for a fleeting moment on the dark web, quickly erased by Jeff's team. This wasn't just nerves, the host says. Something shattered her. Insiders whisper about a hidden letter found in a shared storage space at their Seattle mansion. The letter, allegedly written by Jeff, confesses his regrets over losing MacKenzie Scott, his desire to reconnect, and plans for a secret meeting disguised as a philanthropic trip. It was a gut punch, the podcast reveals. Lauren, who'd built her life around Jeff's love, faced a truth that cut deep. Was he still tethered to his ex? The clip, though erased, sparks a media frenzy. Paparazzi catch Lauren brooding, her eyes dead inside, as one ex-post claims. Was this the secret that broke her? Or is there more to the story?
The ghost of MacKenzie Scott. MacKenzie Scott looms large in this saga. The podcast dives into her story. A Princeton-educated writer mentored by Toni Morrison, MacKenzie wasn't just Jeff's wife. She was Amazon's first accountant, logistics genius, and co-visionary. Their 1992 romance, sparked by Jeff's laugh at a hedge fund, led to a whirlwind marriage and 25 years of partnership. But fame and wealth eroded their bond. Jeff's 2019 affair with Lauren ended their marriage, leaving MacKenzie with $39 billion in Amazon stock and a new mission: philanthropy. MacKenzie's post-divorce life is a stark contrast to Lauren's. She donated $4.2 billion to COVID relief in 2020 and $2.7 billion to underfunded organizations, earning praise as a salt-of-the-earth giver. Her 2021 marriage to Dan Jewett, a Seattle chemistry teacher, raised eyebrows but won hearts until their 2022 divorce. The podcast notes, MacKenzie moved on, but Lauren stuck in her shadow. Social media paints Lauren as the fake fembot to MacKenzie's saint, amplifying her emotional strain. Did Jeff's lingering regrets for MacKenzie trigger Lauren's breakdown?
The public's brutal verdict. The internet doesn't hold back. Rosie O'Donnell, a vocal critic, torches Jeff on her podcast, calling the wedding soulless and Lauren a fake fembot wife. She says MacKenzie's the real deal, slamming Jeff for trading the salt of the earth for a media circus. Ex-posts echo her, mocking the wedding's $50 million excess. Oprah and Kris Jenner, no soul, just clout, one viral tweet reads. The gray carpet becomes a meme, dubbed Amazon's loading dock chic. Lauren's labeled a homewrecker, her philanthropy mocked as a desperate PR move. Elon Musk, Jeff's frenemy, joins the fray. The podcast highlights his now deleted ex-post. You can't land love like a Falcon 9, doesn't matter how reusable your hardware is. The jab, aimed at Jeff's Blue Origin struggles and rocky love life, goes viral before vanishing. Elon's trolling is next level, the host laughs. But it hit a nerve. Public opinion splits. Some see Lauren as a victim of Jeff's control, others as a gold digger who miscalculated. The podcast sums it up. Lauren's fighting a war she can't win against MacKenzie's legacy and Jeff's empire.
The marriage on brink. The podcast digs deeper. Was Lauren's breakdown a one-off or a sign of a marriage crumbling? Insiders describe a relationship fraying under pressure. Lauren, once Jeff's vibrant partner, feels caged by his control. Her push for a women-only space mission, meant to rival MacKenzie's philanthropy, clashed with Jeff's insistence on oversight. He didn't want her shining solo, the host says. Arguments over her media appearances and spending habits turned private dinners into battlegrounds. They weren't lovers anymore, a source whispers. They were opponents. The alleged letter is the tipping point. Lauren's 2022 interview, where she planned a solo space trip without Jeff, takes on new meaning. She wasn't just chasing adventure, the podcast speculates. She needed space from him. Jeff's silence fuels the fire. He doesn't deny the letter, doesn't address the rumors. His team scrubs the breakdown clip, but the damage is done. Social media buzzes with theories. Is Jeff plotting a MacKenzie reunion? Is Lauren facing another Bezos divorce? The wedding, meant to solidify their bond, now feels like a prelude to collapse. Jeff Bezos, the unshakable titan? Jeff's no stranger to storms. The podcast traces his rise, from selling books in a garage in 1994 to becoming the world's first centi-billionaire in 2017, worth $250 billion by 2025. Amazon reshaped American life. Blue Origin pushed the stars, but his personal life, a mess. His 2019 divorce from MacKenzie, sparked by his affair with Lauren, cost him $39 billion, but didn't slow him down. Jeff's a machine, the host says. He builds empires, not relationships. His silence amid the Lauren rumors is classic Bezos. No reaction, just control. The podcast contrasts Jeff's stoicism with Lauren's unraveling. While she's photographed brooding, Jeff's spotted at Blue Origin launches, unfazed. His rivalry with Elon Musk, marked by jabs over rockets and love, adds fuel. Jeff doesn't flinch, the host notes, but Lauren's paying the price. Social media paints him as a villain, with Rosie O'Donnell leading the charge. Yet his empire stands firm. Is he shielding a secret about MacKenzie, or letting Lauren drown in the court of public opinion? Lauren's reinvention in crisis. Lauren's no stranger to reinvention. The podcast highlights her journey, from a scrappy journalist to a helicopter pilot and Black Ops aviation founder. She's a go-getter, the host says, noting her Emmy win and Hollywood hustle. But her role in Jeff's divorce branded her a third wheel, a label she's fought to shake. Her philanthropy, donating to women's STEM programs, echoes MacKenzie's playbook, but draws mixed reactions. Some see it as genuine, others call it damage control. The breakdown clip changes everything. Paparazzi shots show Lauren withdrawn, her dead eyes fueling speculation of regret. She thought marrying Jeff was her victory, the host says. But it's a cage. Her space mission, meant to redefine her, stalls after the incident. Jeff's team tightens her leash. No solo interviews, no unapproved posts. The podcast questions, is she fighting to save her image or her marriage? Lauren's reinvention is on life support, and the world's watching her crumble. The future of a fractured empire. Where does this leave them? Lauren's a shadow of her vibrant self. No TV gigs, no elite events, her Instagram a curated shell. The podcast paints a grim picture. She didn't just lose Jeff's trust, she lost her stage. Whispers of a divorce loom, with insiders speculating Lauren's weighing a countersuit to salvage her reputation. She's no pushover, the host says. If she fights, it'll be brutal. But Jeff's machine, his wealth, lawyers, and PR team makes her an underdog. Jeff's legacy is at stake. The podcast questions, did he win the battle but lose the public? Rosie O'Donnell's rants, Elon Musk's jabs, and social media's trolling dent his image, but he's unshaken. The letter, if real, could unravel his empire's narrative. A MacKenzie reunion seems far-fetched, but the rumors persist. The wedding, once a symbol of triumph, now haunts them both. The host leaves us with a chilling thought. In Jeff's world, love is a transaction, and betrayal is a deal breaker. Will Lauren survive or become another footnote? What do you think? Did Lauren Sanchez uncover a secret that broke her, or is she caught in Jeff Bezos' ruthless game? Is this the end of their marriage, or a new chapter of war? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your take. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for more jaw-dropping elite scandals. This story's far from over, and you won't want to miss what's next. If this exposé shook you, show some love with a super thanks. It fuels our mission to uncover the truth behind the headlines. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.